pleasing to all the senses. Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Heather and as always I'm reading with a vengeance and I hope you are as well. Much love to you OGs who keep coming back, and if you're new to my channel, a very warm welcome to you. I hope everybody is doing very well. How is everybody's reading going so far this year? We are a quarter of the way through the year, if you can believe it. I mean, we say this every year, at least I do. How does the time go by so fast? But today we're doing the quarter year crisis tag. I did it last year. I decided to do it this year. I haven't been tagged. I'm just gonna do it. It's my channel. I do what I want. I love doing tags like these because I just love a set of questions to be answered about books. I just think they're super fun. And I don't know about you, but that's why I'm here. So without further blather, let's just get into it. The first question is, how many books have you read so far? So I believe it's the 5th of April when I'm recording this. But since this is a quarter year crisis, we're just going to talk about the time period of January 1st to March 31st. And in that time frame, I read 37 books. According to my Goodreads reading challenge, which I set for myself, I set 150 books to read in the year of 2023. And it says that I'm right on track. So that's good news. Yes, I count audiobooks. Yes, I count short stories. Yes, I count graphic novels and manga. I count it all. The next question is, have you already found a book you think might be a favorite for the entire year of 2023? The answer is yes. I won't be specific about a particular book. I have a group of books that are contending for favorite of the year so far. I recorded a video of my top 5 for the first quarter of the year, and I'm not sure if that's already published yet or if I'll publish this one first. But if I haven't published that one yet, it will be coming soon, and you'll be able to go to that video to find out what those contenders are for my favorites of the year. But the second part of this question is, if not, what has been your favorite so far that wasn't quite a 5-star read? And for me, it'll have to be Demon Copperhead. Demon Copperhead has been one of my favorites so far, even though it wasn't a 5-star read, only because of the length. It's about 550 pages, which is about 100 pages too long for my taste, but I still absolutely loved it. And I gave it 4.5 stars. I bang on about it in my rankings and review of the Booktube prize video, and I'll link that one down below. I think it's safe to say that it'll end up on my definite top 20 of the year. The next question is, any 1-star or least favorite of the year so far? That was easy. I only have 1-star rated book in the first quarter of the year, and that is Liberation Day by George Saunders. I'm already not a fan of short story collections, and I wouldn't have picked this one up, but it was assigned to me to read to judge for the Booktube prize. I did not get on with it at all. I did not like it. I would have DNF'd it had I not been judging it for the Booktube prize. It just wasn't for me. I thought the stories were weird and a little bit too sciencey for me and just weird. But the good news is it's the only 1-star book of the year so far. Can't complain about that. The next question is what is your most read genre of the year? That was difficult. I would say it's a 3-way tie between contemporary fiction, literary fiction, and historical fiction. I think one of the things that you like about the books that I talk about on my channel is that they range the gamut. I read a little bit of everything. Graphic novels, science fiction, dystopia, historical fiction, a little bit of romance, lots of literary fiction. But I would have to say I gravitate towards those 3, literary, contemporary, and historical. Next question is, what is a book that surprised you? Demon Copperhead, which I've talked about multiple times in multiple videos. Demon Copperhead surprised the crap out of me just because I've read 2 books by Barbara Kingsolver and I didn't really care for either of them. Poisonwood Bible, I 1-starred. I did not like it. I was bored, didn't understand the point, whatever. And I also read Prodigal Summer, which I think I gave 3 stars. I just thought it was meh. But Demon Copperhead, oh my God. I loved it from the beginning. I never would have picked it up had I not been assigned it for the Booktube prize. And now that it's been longlisted for the Women's Prize for Fiction, I'm not even sure I would have picked it up for that. I probably only would have picked it up if it's going to be shortlisted for the Women's Prize. And let's just talk about that right now. I think I've also mentioned it in a previous video. My prediction as of right now, I've only read 8 of the 16 on the long list, but my prediction as of right now, I believe Demon Copperhead is not only going to make the shortlist, it absolutely, positively is going to make the shortlist. I think it's going to win this year. I really do. And it's not even my favorite, but I just think it's going to win. I may or may not do a prediction video, but if I don't, you've heard it here. The next question is, what is a book that has already come out in 2023 that you want to read but haven't yet? So many, you guys. So many. That's really kind of the bane of every reader, right? Books come out faster than we could read them. But the ones that come to mind are Grady Hendrix's How to Sell a Haunted House, Rebecca Mackay's I Have Some Questions for You, Deepti Kapoor's Age of Vice. Those are just three on the top of my head that I can think about, but so many. I do a series every month of 5 books that I'm excited to be published the following month. I will link my most recent video down below. So there are a minimum of 15 books that have been published so far this year that I want to read but haven't yet. Story of all of our lives. The next question is, what is one goal you made for yourself that you're succeeding at? I would have to say I'm succeeding, I guess, at reading my physical shelf. I'm not succeeding as much as I would have liked to, but I don't really make, I guess, long-term goals in terms of reading. So I want to say that was really the only goal that I made for myself, was that I wanted to read off my physical shelf before I added to it. And I guess I can say I am succeeding at it, but it's an ongoing process. And the next question is what is one goal that you made that you need to focus on? The same thing. It's the same thing. I only have the one goal, and that is to read my physical library. And yeah, I need to continue to focus. I created a TBR game at the beginning of the year that helps me to read off my physical library. And so far it's been it's been going okay, but somehow books keep popping up on my shelf that weren't there before. Sorry, not sorry. And the last question on this tag is, what are some new to you booktubers for 2023 that you recommend? And I have a few that are new to me booktubers that I've just discovered this year that I would recommend to you. The first one is Anya over at Well Traveled Books. She talks about a variety of books and she gives well thought out, articulate reviews. I really enjoy her. I also recently discovered Andy at A Zebra Reads. She is a Scottish booktuber who talks about a wide variety of genres that I absolutely enjoy. I recently discovered Tori over at Good Strong Words. She recently put out a video of her new TBR game, and who doesn't love new TBR games? Another new to me booktuber is Charlotte over at Bookish Mama Blooms. She is a Welsh booktuber and she's just got this beautiful aesthetic, and she gives very, very articulate reviews of mostly literary fiction, and they're usually books that I've never heard of, but that I want to read after hearing about her talk about them. And finally, another new to me booktuber who I have been enjoying since I discovered him recently is Alex Canal, and that is the name of his channel. He is a Brit who reads a lot of the same books that I read, but he has a very different opinion of them. And I just really am enjoying the way he talks about books. And even though he might not like the books that I love, I just think it's really fascinating to hear somebody talk about the books that I've already read, even though they're completely opposing views. I would definitely recommend all of these booktubers. I will link their channels down below. And since I've already mentioned you all in this video, consider yourself tagged for the quarter year crisis tag. Absolutely no pressure, but I would love to see your answers for this tag. That's it for this video. If you have any answers that you'd like to share to any of these questions, I would love to hear about it. Or you can just say hi down in the doodly-doo. If you're still watching at this point, please consider giving that like button a boop, and a subscribe would be wonderful. As always, I am forever grateful to you all for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.